This is the CRM platform we use to manage customers and, if necessary, our colleagues' customers as well. So at the top here, you'll find customer projects, which shows you whether it would be a kitchen, a bathroom, or a bedroom, or perhaps even an office we've designed for them. And to the right here, you'll see the status of the project, whether it be sold, quoted, or on hold. We click on one of the projects, you'll see the customer's name, the type of project, a task set underneath. And here, if we click project activity, this is where we would write down any notes about the customer and when the task is due to be completed. You'll see that the task on this one says this customer has a follow-up at 2 o'clock with a colleague of mine to complete the purchase. And I mentioned before, managing our colleagues' customers if necessary, if they're away or ill. We go to here where it says store projects at the top. And these will show not only my own projects, but all our colleagues' ones as well, with the said tasks and which days they need completing on. Here to the left, where you can order the projects when the task due date, the type of customer, whether they be retail or trade point, and the type of project, and its status as well. So here's another one, for example. As you can see, we also use little briefs to initiate the process. If I click on this, you'll see this customer's got the service preference, lifestyle conversation, project information, plan of the room at the bottom, just to initiate the process when beginning a design for a customer. We tend to follow a note preparation guide, which we call the Mag 9. So at the top, you'll find the note should start with the customer themselves and who they are. Next is the installation. Do they need it? Do they have their own fitter? The budget underneath that. And what's their price range? What can they stretch to? What's the preferred range? Do they want finance or do they plan on paying it outright? How long is the decision-making process? When do they need it by? What was the blockers for a reason they didn't purchase on the day? And what's the agreed follow-up? And of course, the said follow-up is then put in the tasks and what the note should say, what it will be about. As you can see, there's quite a lot of projects on this system. There's 491 of my own ones. Some are on hold, some are quoted, and some are sold. So this is a handy way of managing those, because we can set the project status to quoted only, so we know these are our potential qualifying leads. The ones that are on hold, we can then not view at the time, because we know these ones are not as far down the pipeline, but are still interested. And yeah, of course, we can go from there. At the moment, I've got 3 projects open to me. So as it makes my 491 drop down to 3, so we know this is how many leads we've got for this week. And we will, of course, aim to generate more for this coming week. And we can here as well, if we've got quite a few quoted projects, say I've got over 20 because we've had a very busy week, I can click this button here to show tasks which have no open task on them. This one, for example, this was set on purpose so we can demonstrate that, I can go into my notes, see what And the last conversation I had with them was make sure I've set the task, because if you've got so many, some can slip the net. And then of course we can unclick this button and then go back and we will switch it to task due date. So the one at the top will become the priority because that's the soonest task due date. And that is everything. And we can of course do the same with our colleagues' projects if the need arises, because as mentioned, they may be ill, away on holiday, that sort of thing, and they'll set the notes accordingly so we can have the right conversation with them.